Welcome to the Tone Jerks Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got...
Kyle McIntyre.
All right. It feels like such a long time since we've done, like, just a normal episode. Just you and I.
Is that normal? Is it really normal?
Yeah, it's an abnormal episode.
It's Abby normal.
The downtown Dabbies.
Dabbies?
The Dabby episode. The Dab normal. Damn, Dab normal.
That's, we got to use that at some point.
All right. Anyways, what are we doing here? First podcast of 2020. That's still weird to say. 2020, baby.
Dang.
Yeah.
It is weird. I haven't had to write down. Everyone talks about writing down the date. Oh, no, I've written down last year.
Oh, shit.
But I haven't had to write it out yet.
I haven't either.
And I'm probably, because I think, probably because I'm an idiot, but last year, I did, like, I think it was in May, I was doing it right, and then I think I wrote down, like, 2018. I'm like,
how did you...
What the fuck?
How did you go
I don't know. Back after, like, 6 months, 5 months?
5-6 months of doing this correctly, and you're like, well... I'm off the wagon.
Gave it a shot. Sorry, coach.
Well, forgot my checkbook.
Yeah. Fuck. I did that. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm just on autopilot from a year in the past.
Anyway, Kyle, what's new in your world? How's 2020 treating you?
It's been all right.
What's new? What's shaking? What's grooving?
It's been raining a lot, actually. And not in the last, like, I guess maybe a week ago it rained.
Yeah.
Pretty heavily.
Yeah. Some downpour.
Yeah, like a lot. And I thought, and it was great, is like the garage has been dry. And I've had issues in the past where, you know, a little bit of leakage.
I'm dry.
A little bit of leakage. And this time it was fine. And then like two or 3 days ago, I walked into the garage. It smelled like trash in here. So I'm like, okay, well, I had a bag. I have like the trash can, so I threw everything away.
The beer cans and the
and usually, else. You know, when you walk into the house and like you can smell the trash can in the kitchen, so you just throw it away and it go like it almost immediately goes away. This did not. I'm like, that didn't help at all. So I'm looking, and I couldn't find shit. I started.
Oh God, don't you hate that? Do you ever have like a smell in your house and you're like, what the fuck is this?
And I'm like, did something die in here? Like, did a mouse or...
Oh, God. I've never had that, but I had something where it was like this old fruit. And it was like enough to like, I was offended by the smell of this like orange.
Oh.
I was like, this thing is like...
oranges smell...
Oh, and they like, you know, citrusy, pungent, garbage shit that just kind of...
Rotting.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm like,
it's like turning black.
I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm going to kill myself.
Jesus.
And then you find it like, oh, that solved it.
Ooh, I can continue living. So I was still out in the garage and it was like mild smelling. Then the next day, so maybe it was a little farther back, but next day it smelled worse and stronger to the point where I'm like, I can't live in here. I can't work like this.
I can't live like this.
And I couldn't find it.
I'm going to call OSHA.
I had already given up. All right. And then
you find a towel and just throw it.
Yeah, I have to look for it. Where's that goddamn towel?
I'm throwing it in, baby. The cast is done.
And then so I popped it. I came in here again like the day after that, and it smelled like cat urine. I was like,
"Was there a cat in here?
What the fuck?" Yeah, I was like, "Okay, maybe there's a mouse in here, and maybe the cat came in."
And took a piss all over my stuff and then left.
Yeah. And so I was like, all right, this is the night. So and it was like a long day of work. I come home.
What are you, Tom and Jerrying it now?
Yeah, pretty much. So I go grab like a black light. I go buy one. I didn't have one. So I want to look for cat piss, right? I'm looking for like any type of like whatever in here. I'm like, and it only smelled around where my computer was. It smelled over here. What?
I'm finding stains around my computer. Yeah. I'm like, well, hey, that's par for the course, baby.
Why do you think I built that thing? Get my investment, my ROI.
No, more like JOI.
Okay. All right. Reel it in.
Oh, we're getting too fast and loose here. It's 2020,
I've only
baby.
had 2 claws.
I'm drinking this High Life champagne here.
You ain't got no flaws when you're drinking the claws.
Yeah, man, that's good. That's so stupid. That's probably the best podcasting we've ever done.
All right.
2020.
Just you hit stop over there.
Yeah, we're done.
All right, boys.
Bye.
All right, everybody.
We walk away and just leave it like
Cliffhanger.
53 minutes of silence.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the. Yeah.
So I couldn't find it, right? So I go get the black light, get like a super high powered light. I'm like, I'm going to find this animal that's in here. I think there's like a large mammal living in here. So I'm like looking, and then I'm looking
There's
to
only
see if
room
any,
for one in this.
I turn the
garage.
lights off. One alpha male in this garage. I turn the lights off. I'm looking, and I don't see shit. I can under all this stuff, I can see back to the walls and stuff. So I'm like, there's nothing.
You can see the windows,
and I
to
can
the
smell.
walls.
Yeah, and then the sweat that hits the floor.
Yeah.
So I can smell it over in the kind of where you're at, Brian.
Yeah.
Over in this corner, and the carpet was wet.
Okay.
And it had been wet, I think, for like a week, maybe a week. Yeah, probably a week.
This is last cast.
And
maybe.
it was fuck, man. So I got some air fresheners when I was there. So I put them up and I ran the fan on it for like a day. Went away. Smell's gone. You don't smell it, right?
No.
Fuck, man. It was like horrible. It
Yeah.
was horrible. So I got this nicer rug, the one that you like. I got it from my neighbors, and they have dogs. So I think I need to go over this and like do the vacuum,
Carpet
like the
cleaner
carpet
stuff.
cleaner on it. But it smelled like I know what dog piss smells like.
Yeah.
This did not smell like dog piss. It smelled like cat piss.
Cat piss is so much worse
It's
than dog
horrible.
piss. Dog
Fuck.
shit is probably worse than cat shit.
Well, yeah.
Like
How
I'm
often
like a connoisseur of like animal
feces,
fucking mad
excrement.
fecal- Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, no, that's I feel you, man.
Yeah, I was just like trying to chase it down, and like I don't have the most sensitive nose or anything, but like smells like get to me though.
Oh,
So,
they can get you to your core.
Oh yeah,
That'll fuck up your whole day.
Yeah, so I just gave up one of those days. And then when it started smelling like cat piss, I'm like, oh shit, something's going down in here.
Yeah.
But
you got to it.
yeah,
And-
it doesn't
yeah.
smell in here.
Yeah.
Johnny was over and he's like, yeah, it smells like a garage. I'm like, thank God.
Yes, Johnny.
It smelled like a fucking zoo in
I
here.
need some fresh eyes on this, fresh nose on this.
Yeah. But yeah, Johnny actually swung by yesterday,
Mhm.
and he needed help with putting his dark glass head
Yeah.
into like a rack unit. And so he
had bought like a rack kit, kind of just set
it's
up
like
for
a
the
plate that has like, the rack mount, but then it supports the bottom of the
head, so you
head.
can put it into like. So it's that he has the Alpha Omega 900 dark glass head, fucking killer.
Yeah.
And he's been kind of carrying it loose or like having a case for
In a
it, but
case,
putting it on calves and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
if you put it in a rack mount case, that way it's a little bit more protected the whole time.
Yeah, so he had done a lot of work on it, but
Yeah.
I think he was just like frustrated with it and wanted like a second, just like someone else to tell him that he was like doing it right.
Yeah, or like,
So-
hey, this is a bitch, right?
Yeah. So, just install. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but the way they build it is kind of strange. It's like they put the feet of the amp in there, but you can't remove them because they're so close to all these other components.
Mhm.
So you have to take off components off the inside. You have to like,
No
you
way.
have to take wires off. You have to take, like
They kind of don't want you fucking with it, I guess.
I guess too late now. Like you have to unplug stuff and take like input jacks off, and then like the speak-on mounts, I had to take those off. And
Wow, fuck.
So, but it was fun. Like it's super easy. Like some of those things you can leave connected, but some things I had to remove and put it all together, and it looks good.
Yeah, you're a lot more confident doing that stuff than me, but
Yeah. So we did that last night, and he actually loaned me a pedal. He loaned me the Dwarfcraft Happiness pedal. This thing's fucking huge. It's like,
it's a filter pedal, right?
yeah, it is yes, it does have a filter. It's got a bunch of other shit in it too, though. It's like an LFO based I don't know. It's got a scramble feature to scramble the signal. It's got almost like a tremolo style. It's got all these different types of features in here, and I've only played it once, but it's pretty cool. It's really made for like, I guess it can work really well with synth. That's why he let me borrow it. It's got like a CV in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's actually has two. It's got a filter CV and a scramble CV, which I only really used it as an in and out.
You use that with your Korg synth? Okay.
It was cool. You could, hold a note and then run it. I was thinking it would be cool. I think you can do it where you run your keyboard in. So MIDI, use it as the MIDI and have the instrument out through the Focusrite and then in and then out again back into the Focusrite. So you can have like you can have a pedal that you control to adjust the digital instrument.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah.
I think you can do that. I have to look that up, but I was looking into that or I haven't looked into it. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder, and I bet you can.
I'm pretty sure this will fucking work in my head.
Or explode. But it's cool. I watched a couple demos on it, and just because like when I first, I like to, I think we've talked about this where I get a pedal, I'm like, oh, fuck, plug it in and run it. Yeah. But you're like, I got to study this.
Well, I want to know
what you're doing,
what it is first.
Yeah.
And it's good or bad or detriment to the pedal and the build itself. But sometimes I want to be like, what is this, going for? What is this based off of? Especially with the Walrus pedals, the light drives. I was like, what kind of pedal is this based off of? Is this a Klon? Is it a Chimmy? Is it a Blues Breaker? Cheap Screamer? And then some people are like, just fucking play it, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
sounds good. Yeah,
and
but
I watched, that makes sense.
I watched a couple videos and I don't remember. Actually, I watched two videos from one guy. He did like a part 1 and part 2 where he did different instruments. Yeah. He did like guitar and then did bass. It's cool. I mean, he was doing like synthy sounding shit with it, which he made a song after. And I'm sure Johnny, this is where you post exactly what we watched the other day. But it's cool. Yeah. And like, it is such a thick pedal.
Yeah. And we'll maybe post a picture of it, but the pedal is like at least 50% taller than most pedals.
Yeah.
So you look at it and like, oh, cool. It's kind of like a dual pedal sized, like from the bird's eye view looking down on
like
it.
the Walrus dual size.
Yeah. And then you see it from the side and it's like 20.
It's monolith.
It's like a birthday cake.
Yeah. And I think a lot of their pedals are like that. I saw some other ones that were the same thickness, same height, which I don't know what, I mean, there could be a lot of shit going on in there.
Maybe they're, like Johnny said, maybe they're actually meant for being synth rigs, so you don't want them on a pedal board. Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
I would just assume that a lot of like synth type stuff would have the effects built in, but I mean, maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this is like a section of like a synth, like a synth.
Okay, gotcha.
So which is kind of cool.
But I'm sure it's designed to also work with like
everything,
guitars and bass and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Little.
I guess since we're on the topic of synth, still, I had a cool hangout with a coworker where I do a lot of driving and he's new in training, so we just like talk while we go somewhere, and so listen to some music, and I think we have some things in common, and kind of came down to like, oh, you want to hang out and talk about play, show me what you do in your garage, or show me what you kind of music you make, and and so we got on like oh yeah, well, Korg Volcas, and these are some pedals I have, and and he like fucking bought a Korg Volca right there. I'm like, fuck.
You telling him about it? Yeah,
I'm like, all right, and I let him mess around with mine, and I'm like, they're cool, they're really good, like entry level, and you can sell them. I mean, they sell really quickly, I don't know, just a cool little like.
I don't remember the pricing, but they're not too expensive, right?
No, they can range between like 80 to like 150.
Okay.
150 being new and 80 being used.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's like a pedal.
No, yeah, exactly. And that's what's cool is it's like, It's its own thing, its own sound generation. It generates its own sound. It's not like a pedal exactly where pedals need something.
Yeah, I guess I was saying more.
No,
Price-wise, yeah.
I know. I'm just saying it's like its own
Look here,
instrument.
Brian, this is what I fucking meant.
It's its own instrument is what's cool.
Yeah.
And then I think he wasn't sold until I'm like, here, plug these headphones in. It's like, oh shit. It sounds like a legit like sound.
Like
when you hear it through the speaker,
could
you're like,
be a song or something.
Yeah. You hear it through the speaker, you're like, okay, whatever. What's this? And then yeah, exactly. All right, plug these in, you're like, oh fuck. And then you can like, get into the tone of the each like kick. Because that's what he bought. He bought the beats.
Yeah. Have you been using your Volca setup?
I have not.
It's just there to look
cool. Yeah,
cool.
because I have to figure out how to... I want to use it. I want to sample into... Or like record into... I have to have... I think I can do it. I just want them all to play at the same time, which would be cool. Yeah. Which they are all synced.
But you have
to record out.
Sync that to something else.
Yeah, and I got to figure out how to do that. I'm sure there's a way.
Because you're now MIDI syncing your Korg synth to your Focusrite to Reason, right?
Yeah. So I MIDI out into Reason, and basically I'm playing the digital instrument with the physical instrument.
Gotcha. So
and that I love doing that.
That was like once you got that all hooked up correctly and got that like going, it was super easy, right?
Yeah.
And then it actually just really expanded your songwriting because you're like, oh, cool, I can play this instead of having to draw it out.
Yeah, the Minilog has some really good sounds in it, like some really, really cool. There's like 200 sounds, 200 voices or whatever, or patches.
Yeah, but
there's a lot more in the
digital domain.
Yeah, and there's and there's cool things that you can do. Like to do it in the Korg would be like, hold this button, turn this, hold that. Okay, now we have this sequencer set up. All right, now it plays. Now you recorded this section. Okay, now layer on top. But with I can add, delete stuff and turn knobs. It's so much easier to do it.
And you can draw the pattern that you, instead of having, take that back, you don't have to draw the pattern that you want to play. You can play it, right? And then modify it after the fact because you're kind of writing your MIDI lines with
a basic signal. It's telling the note basically.
Yeah.
And that's what's cool having a physical keyboard.
And because you know a little bit about playing keyboards and music theory and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, come on. Don't give me too much credit.
Dude, bro. Fucking, you hear my fucking dope tracks? No, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad you kind of get that all set up. Yeah, I think just getting that little micro or Volcas hooked up into that would be cool.
It'd be fun because there's a guy I follow on Instagram, Select Tunes, I think it is, and he does like I've posted before in the group where he plays like the Game Boy. Track out of the Game Boy into like a Volca and then into like a different synthesizer, and it sounds so cool. I'm like, but it's live. Like, I don't know how it would sound. Anyways, but it's a really cool setup he's got. I'm like, fuck, I need a Game Boy.
I have a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Pocket. I wonder if any of those would work.
I don't know if you have to wire these differently or do something.
I don't know, but legit, they both still work.
You should bring it by the Jerk Lounge sometime. No.
Yeah. I'll probably bring the Pocket.
Yeah. Okay, I got one more.
Yeah.
So I got a Ridge wallet.
And you also got one for me.
And I got one for you, yeah.
Yes.
But okay. I want to talk about mine, you can talk about yours.
Well, I mean, I just don't want to like take it away. You got that for Christmas. I need to get you something.
I mean, you don't have to.
I don't have to, but if I'm not going to be
You'd be a jackass if you didn't. Anyways, I got like a tan one, obviously. So
Ridge wallet.
I'm all
yum.
Yeah, I had that really big. Actually, it's not even that big, but it's like I'm no stranger to steel and aluminum wallets. So that's kind of what these are. But I don't know. This one was just too big, and I was doing the same thing where I'm like, "Oh, I'm trying to stack as much as I can in there," you know. And was it listening to Tim Dillon talk about.
His ads are so good.
Anyways, I got a tan one. I really like it. Like, I took all the essentials out. I think I have like 5 cards. Mm-hmm. Put it in there. I have like a 5, carry my walking around money.
Your big bills. $5 bill.
No, I had a decent amount of money in there. Not that I'm fronting, I'm not trying. No, but it still fit.
Stunting out there. Yeah.
I got the money clip one, and I really like it. So
no,
you just got yours now. So what's your first impression?
It's so cool.
So you got which one? You got the
carbon fiber one, and it was the same with the money clip and stuff like that. I'm like, man, it kind of really like it's cool because it really makes you think of like all the bullshit I was carrying around. I have 3 gift cards that I've been carrying around, and I'm like, I just need to fucking use these and get rid of them. I have one for a small coffee company that's has maybe a couple stores, one of them being at my mall that I work at. I have a Starbucks card. I just need to fucking knock that out. And then I have a Chipotle card, which has $50 on it. Chipotle, $50.
You're walking around with that punch card from the frozen yogurt stand. You have 8. You got 8 punches. You need 9 to get the free one, but that stand just closed, and they're not taking the punch card at the new location down the street.
Yeah.
Why are you carrying it around?
And I'm thinking, I'm like, man,
he's so funny. He comes up with the most random things.
You listen to it, yeah, it's
got
so
the
fucking
punch card.
It's like, looking at it, I'm like, man, I carry so much crap around, and I'm like, I don't need to carry it. And then I'm like, my money clip, I have 3 $1 bills. I don't have any cash. It kind of like puts it into perspective. I'm like, man, I carry a lot of bullshit around. So
yeah, even mine was streamlined from the last one I had, and I still had I had a card
room for crap.
Yeah, I had a card in there that one I've already used it up as like a debit card for something almost like those rebate cards they give you.
Yeah,
didn't need it. I've already used it up.
Yeah,
and then I think I had 2. Yeah, you can still see them, 2 AAA cards that have expired. Actually, I had 3 total, so I have the current one now in my wallet.
Yeah, I have the current one here. I have my credit card, debit card. And then I have a bunch of gift cards. I need to use those gift cards. This is going to force me to I'm going to get coffee.
Yeah, yours is thicker than mine.
I need to get coffee next week. So I'm going to fucking just be crushing those cold brews, baby. I never go to Starbucks, but I think I got at least $15 on that thing.
$15. That's one trip to Starbucks.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
You should just get coffee for everyone one morning.
Yeah.
Or for 3 people.
For me. But no, I really appreciate it. So I think it's really cool. They look badass.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I get it.
But it's not our promo code, but you guys could get Ridge wallets for 10% off, right? And free shipping.
Yeah. TIM.
Tim. Tim Dillon's code.
Tim Dillon.
Yum. But
yeah, that's my what's new. And a little bit of yours. What else you got?
Besides the Ridge.
Get the Ridge.
This thing's so sick. I got loaned a pedal to do a demo. So actually with the intention of actually doing one. So I think that's kind of cool. Our friend of the show,
Schneider.
For the Flippin' Flippers podcast, hit me up about doing a demo.
Is he related to Rob
Schneider?
Have I done that before?
I think we did the first episode.
Very first episode, yeah.
But it's worth bringing back because that was that was back in 2018, baby.
Yeah.
17, maybe? I don't know. Either way.
It's a reference. Find it for us, please.
Go back and find it. Anyway, he hit me up about wanting to do hey, can you, would you want to do a demo of their pedal with SolidGoldFX, the stack?
Yeah.
So they did this last year where they did a made to order, limited edition pedal. It's limited to only the ones that are ordered. Of their kind of drive boost pedal that they kind of spec'd out with Solid Gold.
Yeah.
It's a take on the Zeta Deluxe, which is germanium silicon hybrid kind of drive, which is different than the standard one. And it has a dirty boost instead of a clean boost. So it's kind of almost 2 drive stages. It's pretty cool. So I've already shot the video and I'm working on it. And it's a fucking sick ass pedal, dude. I think I didn't get to play their version last year very much. I think they kind of had one available to try at their pancake breakfast. And I was like, oh, cool. A lot of people are crowding around. I'm like, they let them have a go at it. And then I've kind of like seen Co's on his board. So it's basically like his guitars with his Benson, which is cool, killer gear, but it's not
yours.
Not mine. So I'm like, cool. Yeah.
Not my gear.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, so I'm just not used to it. And I'm a big advocate of playing pedals and stuff like that on your own equipment that you're used to. So your guitars, and more importantly, your amps, because you know how they react. And so when I finally got this in, I was like, dude, this thing is killer.
Fucking sick.
They're doing a white sparkle finish this year as opposed to last year where it was
purple sparkle.
Yeah, so their purple sparkle, which is kind of their podcast colors or whatever. It's pretty sick. I have shot the video, so I did a song and stuff like that. And so hopefully by the time this comes out,
you did your little song and dance.
I did. It's really cool. So I'll probably put a link in the description of this for the video, and then there you can link to buy it. It's pretty sick. So with that, I was excited to have a project to work on to do videos. Because as you know, I'm trying to get into this and figure it out using my phone as the main camera. Because the camera on these iPhones are pretty fucking sick. The one on yours, you have the 10XS,
10S,
or the XS or whatever.
Yeah, XS.
Yeah, the camera's fucking sick. It's like they're great. And then the one on the 11 Pro,
there's better.
Same deal. It has another lens which I'm not using, but it's cool. They're great. And shooting in that, and just like with the lighting and stands that I can get to kind of get a clean shot or whatever, it's cool. I'm super stoked on it. And I'm actually I had purchased recently, which was kind of on a whim, and I was like, hopefully this works out. I bought Final Cut Pro.
Oh shit.
Editing software, because I had hit a brick wall really fucking quick with iMovie. I'm like, I can't do the things that I want to do for videos and like editing wise, because I'm like, it's very limited. You can get this. All right, we're done. Bye.
Now is Final Cut one of the, you have to subscribe to it?
No, and that's what's really fucking cool about it, is it's not a subscription plan. Man, I cannot speak today. It's not a subscription plan.
Let's just keep it that way. Okay.
With like, like Adobe.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I fucking hate that. But anyways, like with Final Cut Pro, you pay once and it's yours. And this, reviews I've seen about it, it's like it's one of the best. It's not like the top of the line. Because what are you're using?
Resolve.
Resolve. You can get the full version of Resolve.
Yeah, and I don't even know what that is.
That's like I think it's about the same price.
Whew.
But I think you can also do subscription plan for that. And it's like one of them, like top of the line versions of an editing software. But people would say like videos I've seen in reviews of like, if you're using Apple, kind of Final Cut is the way to go, because it's meant to work on Apple, only Apple.
Yeah,
like it's not meant to like cross platform. It's only an Apple thing. So so far so good. And once I downloaded it and got it going, I was like kind of overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, there's so many more options. Oh fuck, oh dude, and I jumped into it. Woo! Yeah. I get it. It's super easy.
All right.
So far so good. I like it, and I can do exactly what I want to do, which is multi-cam shots of like performances and stuff like that. And I can edit audio a little easier only in that instead of having to bring it to Pro Tools and then bring it back down.
Nice.
Because a lot of my plugins that I have for Pro Tools automatically got uploaded into Final Cut.
Really?
Yeah, so I could just edit using the same plugins for compressor and noise that I have already in Pro Tools in Final Cut. So I like it.
Fuck. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so far so good, and I'm maybe like building this up, but I think this video demo of the stack is going to be really cool. And it's kind of, I'm excited to do more. I have a couple more down the line that I want to do as far as demos and video ideas. I want to involve you more. I think that's going to be, no, it's like we've talked about it. It's like, I'm still learning how to do this. And I don't want to be like, hey, Kyle, can you hang out for like 12 hours while I figure out how to do this?
Sure thing.
Yeah, well, yes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do some bass ones, and then I'm trying to streamline the process of this whole thing and make it quick to shoot, a little quicker to edit, and have an idea from start to finish of how I want it done. Almost from like, okay, because I'm like not like you have to like be your own director and producer. I'm like, what shots do you want it to look like? What do you want it to look like? What's the quote unquote like timeline and script of this thing? And so it's kind of fun. I'm digging it, and I have tons of respect for people who do this for like a living. Like, think of all your YouTube vloggers, people that you watch,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is so sick. They're doing it and they're like busting their ass. This is not like a day job for me. So I'm kind of doing it on the side. So yeah, kudos to all of them. Fuck. Especially like guitar ones. Fuck. Goddamn.
Do you notice now when you're watching things like that's all the editor did that, or like dialogue that didn't really happen. It was like cut from another segment.
So one thing that I've noticed is the quick edits. It's like sometimes they'll just like cut things out, and you'll see that there's like quick cuts. And I'm like, I noticed that. Does nobody else care? No, because everybody does. They're like, hey, Kyle, so, and then they're like, yeah, so they just jump. There's no cuts, because sometimes they're probably like, yeah, so Kyle, I saw this thing. Fuck, what was it called? Yeah, so I saw this thing, Earthquaker plumes. Yeah. And then it's like, they just like stuttered. I'm like, is there a glitch in the Matrix there?
Yeah. You see the head like move differently?
Yeah. And they do that all the time.
Yeah.
And so many YouTubers, not only like guitar wise, but I'm like in video game ones. And like I see Peter McKinnon. He's like one of the top like videographer ones. And it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about your audience, I guess.
And it's also like whatever you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, I haven't done that yet because I'm not good at editing. But yeah.
Oh, but you will be.
I'm excited. It's fun. I'm really, and like I said, I've been watching like some video editing, like YouTubers and stuff. Like I was like, it's funny because I've been watching the Peter McKinnon guy because he's been doing like videography, and he does photography, and he does sometimes like with your phone and stuff like that, what you can do to get better. And it was funny because I'm watching him. He's actually doing the documentary on Angels and Airwaves.
Oh,
he's been following them on tour and then during their practice and recording their album. He's a Canadian YouTuber. He's got like 5 million subscribers. He's been following Angels. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Fuck.
Is he posting regular videos or?
No, he hasn't done anything yet because he's doing a whole like the whole biography, the documentary or whatever, like thing. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's kind of crazy. That's like somebody who's like a YouTuber is like, I'm hanging out with Tom DeLonge and I'm recording his.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But, dude, I'm super fucking stoked. I'm like 2020. I'm gonna bust out these fucking videos, dude.
Yeah, bust something.
Yeah. But we've been a lot of what's new is I feel like it the way our recording schedule has been. It's been a long time since we've recorded, and we're just catching up, dude.
Yeah.
Let's do some topics. What do you say?
Let's hit him.
All right. So this first topic is kind of something that you experienced this past week.
Yeah.
And maybe let me okay.
I'll let you preface this.
Yeah. So the topic is loaning out gear.
Yeah.
So, a lot to unpack with that. It's like, so what type of gear would you loan out? What would you be like, oh, okay, is it, what's your stance on loaning out pedals, loaning out guitars, loaning out amps? Who do you loan it out to? Like, when
do you loan it out to?
Like, for how long? What's the circumstance? Is it going to be, just for, at the gig that you're at? Do you let somebody borrow it? Take it with them to do what? Who knows? So this is kind of like, let's just bat this bullet you in around.
All right. I guess we can classify the things that you would loan out first. I'm perfectly fine loaning out pedals.
Yeah.
Pedals are fine.
Yeah.
As long as like I know I'm going to get that back.
Yeah, or
I've taken something in trade.
If you know
for the time being,
know the person, I guess.
That's another thing. Like I don't.
Do you want to like bring up the story about like why we talked about it this past week?
All right, so
you don't have to name names, but kind of like give a little situation here.
So someone hit me up on Facebook, want to be my friend.
You're like, oh, I got
And I
request.
was like, oh, they're in some bigger bands and stuff. I'm like, oh,
we know
cool.
mutual friends.
I'm
At
like,
least.
wow, I'm making it, man. People know me, man.
That's probably from the
I'm a fucking destination on social media.
This town's desolate, man.
Yeah. So I add the person. I'm like, all right, cool. Because they're bands I like and whatever. I don't know this person actually. I'm like, all right, let me just add them. And then, I don't know, maybe an hour later, they hit me up.
Messenger.
Yeah, on Messenger. Hey, dude. I'm not going to read it exactly, but it's something to the likes of, hey, man, this person recommended me to you that you might have the certain amp, so a SVT
Classic
that I could borrow.
So like one of the top of the line Ampeg heads that you have.
Yeah. Not made in China, not made in Thailand.
Yeah.
Fucking American, whatever. And it just fucking pissed me off.
It's like,
and I've rejected also this same amp to someone, I think we probably mentioned it before.
yeah, Mike Herrera. So a friend of our friends like, hey, Mike Herrera's in town and he wants to borrow this amp, can you loan it out to him for a San Diego and Orange County date? No.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Well, I don't know him, and I doubt he's going to treat it well because he's blown out amps that are rented. I've seen it at a show in San Diego. He blew out a rented SVT. Just destroyed it. I'm like, nope, not letting him use that.
Yeah, I don't know this person. I know the person they're talking, oh, this person sent me your way, and I'm still, no.
Yeah.
So I'm not I draw the line.
I'm not sure if I would even let that person use it.
I draw the line at amps.
I think you would even be hesitant to let me use that amp.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
if I'm like, hey, Kyle, I got a gig with Just In Case. Can I use your class? You're like, you fucking serious?
You can use the 3 if you want.
I've used that.
In my opinion, it's not like a gigging amp. It's not
because
really meant.
You've tried it.
I mean,
it doesn't really work that well.
It doesn't.
It's tough.
There's other options that are better.
Yeah, and the options that you have.
It sounds good, but it doesn't have the, I guess.
There's like one reason why Johnny doesn't use his classic anymore, and he has a touring case for it. It's because it's a bitch.
Yeah. Anyways, I draw the line, I think, at amps, and I'm going to add guitars, too.
Well, it really depends, because you've loaned me guitars.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, like, where does that go? It's like, I've taken your Meteora, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, I'm going to take that Super Strat of yours.
I think it's pretty fucking sick.
When I get
Can you really call a Super Strat? Is that what it is?
Oh, it's, I don't know.
I mean, there's super distortions in there, so.
I guess it has 2 humbuckers, and actually, a standard Strat trem, but it's the Super V. I don't know if it is or not.
A lot of supers on there.
The Super
super trim.
It's a Super
V.
It's a super
distortions.
Yeah, it's a Super Strat.
Yeah.
Man, that was we just kind of rolled that one in.
So that fizzle. Oh.
Yeah, it's just fucking.
Fuck, man.
That was a joke, huh?
You guys get that one?
Ba-da, ba, ba-da, boom.
Yeah.
It goes to minor. Anyway, okay. So you've loaned instruments to me.
Yeah, and that's fine. Because I know that you're going to put new strings on them when you bring them back.
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. It's like, yeah, you can borrow my guitars or whatever, but it's like, put fucking new strings on it. If you can't even do that, then no, fuck off.
Yeah, it's like returning it with a full tank of gas.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people don't ask to borrow my guitars.
Oh yeah, because you've
they're
made them.
They're like I don't fucking want. Like at a gig, I think people have used my guitars before.
Yeah.
But it's like I've had people use
your pink one with a capo or something.
Yeah, like let's see, our friends. We were just about to go on tour, and it wasn't my main one at the time. It was my the pink Les Paul Jr. was actually the backup for a time being, and my red Strat was my main one for the tour that we were going on.
Yeah,
and a friend had just like broke a string like second song in. He didn't bring another string or whatever the opening band of the San Diego show. I'm like, we're playing with some Frat Records bands. I'm like, this is like a higher profile show, and you didn't fucking bring okay, whatever. I'm like, give me 2 seconds. Here's my guitar. You can use this. And he's playing the rest of the set with it. And then he's like, at the end of the show, he's like, is this guitar pink? You gave me a pink guitar to play? I'm like, yeah, you beggars gonna be choosers, bitch.
Yeah.
That wasn't a problem because I was there. And I know the guy well enough.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the hell is he gonna do if he's gonna like throw the guitar and smash it on the ground? I'm like, highly doubt it.
The thing with Mike Herrera borrowing anything is, one, he's broken shit, but they're like, oh yeah, San Diego and Orange County. That's like 100 miles. I'm not going to go up somewhere at 3 a.m. to pick up my amp.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. But it's just like, and it's like, that's a big thing too, because I'm like, what's the guarantee that you're going to get that back? Because one, you don't know him.
That was just last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like somebody hit us up and was like, hey, he's flying into San Diego. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
There's
a B2R at the studio you can use.
Yeah. I'm like, there's SIR. They're in San Diego and Hollywood. You can rent amps from them
and then return it to the other one.
And then and I'm like, anyway, so it was something that was like that. It was like renting an amp. I'm like, why are people just, and it's still, this is the bit, but it's still true. Bass players, buy your own fucking amp. If Mike Herrera can't even buy his own amp, what hope does anybody else have?
Fuck, man.
He can't even sort out an amp. Get a
dark glass.
God damn, dude. This fucking dark glass pedal and you'll be fine. Like bass players. Why didn't you buy an amp? Buy one. They sell them. I guarantee you, brands make bass amps.
No, that Brian, you're going a little overboard here.
That you can buy
with money.
Currency.
Yeah. They're not priceless.
Across the world, you can, like, they sell them. They make them, and you can buy them. Just fucking bass players, buy them. God damn. Anyways, I thought that was hilarious. So, but no, still, I think like as far as like, okay, so we're talking about these things. Pedals, totally. I've shipped pedals to friends, across the country.
I have some loaned out right now.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah. I was like, I'm like, do I have any out right now? When I sent those pedals to Will, I'm like, I didn't know if I was going to get them back. When they finally came back in that shitty, like, it looked like it was just dragged behind a truck and ran over and dumped in water, that package. And I got it and the pedals still worked. I was like, holy fuck. I'm like a little apprehensive about sending pedals to people, but I think I'm back into it. I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, I have a couple loaned out, I think, to, is it Aaron Abubo?
Yeah, I think I have.
And then, so he's got one of mine, and then also Sean Pierce Johnson has one of mine.
We got a couple on loan from, I have a couple on loan from them.
Keeping track, you guys, okay? No.
You loaned your pedals out so that I can hold on to them. But yeah, we got some out, and I think I got my Tumnus out to RJ. Telly Talks. I think that was like one that's like, that pedal is so fucking sick. And just like put that in front of like, like a little combo amp that's like on the edge of breakup. That's the fucking tone. Anyway, I'm gonna need that back. No, think about it. Yeah, it's just okay. Loaning pedals is a little easier because you can ship that and get that back to somebody for like,
and they're harder to break, I guess,
because they're meant to be stomped on,
and they're cheaper.
Yeah, but as far as like instruments, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
And I loan it out to like people locally, I guess, and that are in my circle that are friends of mine. Like if yet again, I mean, I've let RJ borrow my Jazzmaster for a while. He was using it for like a month or so. Yeah. I was like, that wasn't a big deal because he's like San Diego.
Yeah, if you have to go get it, you just knock on the dude's door.
Yeah, you can go track his ass down. Yeah, and if it's like, okay, it's like if somebody like Orange County, if it was like Sean Pierce Johnson needed to borrow something, that'd be kind of cool because I'm like, I've been meaning to like go up and hang out with that dude anyways. I'm like, oh, we've kind of talked, like, hey, let's do a video, let's hang out. I'm like, yeah, that would be a good excuse, but
And we'll probably see him at NAMM.
Yeah.
So, let's hit him up.
Those are people that come to mind. It's like stuff that we've already loaned stuff out to. You know?
Yeah.
But as far as like a guitar, I wouldn't want to. I don't think I would ship a guitar, even if it,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It'd be like, dude, that's such a bitch, and like, who knows? I would be like, hey, man, can I try out your Evertune guitar? I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna send that over across the country, even.
What about your Fractal?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Fractal, I would love to have, give it to you for you to try out. And like probably friends locally, I guess.
Give this a try out.
But I don't think you would even do anything with it. I guess also if you loan things out to people, do you kind of want to know what they're going to do with it?
Yeah.
You want to be like, what's the story with this?
Yeah.
Are you actually are you playing shows with it? Are you trying to tour with it? Where is this thing going? Is it going to be in your house? Are you recording with it?
Or are you just hanging up on your wall?
No.
While you have it.
Like, okay, think of an amp. Say if you were letting somebody borrow it for studio use, you might be like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense as opposed to, hey, I'm gonna do like a East Coast or West Coast run with it. Do you mind if I do that? Absolutely not.
Fuck, man, I wouldn't take it on my tour.
Yeah, you can use my SVT3.
Yeah, but still, I wouldn't.
And then the thing is, too, you would probably want something back. And I know that sounds bad. I'm like, you should trust these people. No! Give me some collateral, I would say.
Yeah.
Because, we've all been on tour. Things can go.
Yeah.
Give me a comparable amount of, either an amp-wise, guitar-wise, worth of that. If somebody were like, hey, can I borrow your SVT3 Pro, Kyle? Well...
No.
Probably not. And you had a hard stance on amps, no?
Yeah, I would say
pretty hard no. It just really depends on how close they are to you. It's like if Johnny really needed one.
Oh,
definitely.
If
all his amps went out, but yeah, fucking take it
dude,
out.
I would a heartbeat. But a dude who just hits I'll be your friend on Facebook
just to message you.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because that's how it works. You message people so that you get into their DMs quick.
Yeah.
Because if you message somebody who's not in your circle, then their DMs go to a different mailbox.
God damn it, man.
Not that I slide into DMs a lot.
Well, you just all know how to slide.
Yeah. But that's a good way to rub you wrong. Be like, cool, you added me just to fucking...
I get it. You're probably in between a rock and a hard place, right? But no.
I don't know you.
Rent one.
Yeah, I don't know you. And now you're making me to be an asshole to tell you no.
How expensive would it be to rent an SVT Classic?
I have no idea because I've never been put in that situation. But I don't think it would be too bad.
And why are you using that for a live performance?
That's such a tall order. It's like an 80
pound
amplifier.
There's 6 power tubes in there.
Yeah.
There's 9 tubes in there total.
Yeah, I mean they're reliable amps as far as you've had to replace the tubes once.
Once, yeah.
But it's that thing doesn't move that much.
No.
Fuck,
man.
That was the last time we gigged that thing.
That just really ticked me off and rubbed me the wrong way.
Because it's just somebody hey, I'm only contacting you to get something out of you.
Yeah.
The thing is, what are you going to get out of that? Cool, put mileage and use on my fucking amp that I worked hard for and paid for. Because this amp doesn't just I didn't just come across it. It's not finding a Pokemon. It's I worked for this.
Didn't
fucking
throw Pokeballs and fucking was it raspberries and whatever you have to do to get them? No, didn't happen like that.
Yeah, I guess you do have to work for Pokemon sometimes and fight them. But anyways,
yeah, you do. You're right. You know, I'm sorry, I ruined your point.
Yeah, no, I mean I ruined my own point by making it.
Yeah. By opening my fucking mouth.
I got in my own way by fucking opening my stupid fucking mouth. But yeah, I think that's kind of bullshit. Okay, I don't know. Pedals easy for sure. No biggie.
Yeah.
Guitars, I think locally, but it really depends on. I think guitars and amps are kind of similar.
Yeah,
I've loaned my amp out to you for extended period of time, but it's also I'm getting something out of it because I don't have to store a 2x12 100-pound amplifier. I could just leave it here, and you're like, cool. I'll try out pedals sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while.
It's a good studio, the jerk lounge amplifier, and that's something to me. I'm still ridge walleting it. I'm like, I can't get rid of that amp. I like really think about it. I'm like, I have no need to have a 2x12 8030, but I don't want to get rid of it.
Damn nice to have it though. We need to take a picture of all your oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Put them all together.
The orchard.
Jesus,
that's dumb.
Aren't they groves?
Nah, you know what? Probably.
Why is it that it changes the name though? Like apple orchard, and then orange grove.
Huh?
Why is it?
What's lemons?
Probably citrus. So it'll be lemon grove. Oh, there's a city called Lemon Grove.
Oh,
fuck!
Damn, we're on to something here. Our minds just explode on the mic.
You don't hear grapefruit grove though.
Great.
Fuck that.
Fine.
Well, that's like yeah.
What is it if you have a bunch of grapes?
That's on that's the
gaggle
bushel.
Stupid. What about the next topic here? So this is something you had texted to me.
Yeah.
So
half-cocked ideas always from Kyle.
So this one.
What about this one?
I got an idea.
Okay,
Let me have it. Give it to me.
All right. So I was thinking guitar bodies that are good. They're ambidextrous, basically. So they're good left-handed and right-handed. The shapes. So not necessarily like, oh, well, you can't just flip it over and play. Yeah, I get it. You have to change the nut, change the bridge, saddle. You have to like intonate. I'm just saying the shape-wise.
There's some people.
Can you flip it?
Some people who play guitar left-handed, but like upside down.
Yeah.
They just basically take a right-handed one and they learn how to play guitar.
Yeah.
I think it's like Chris Rowe from the Ataris.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. And
but that's not what I'm talking. I mean, I guess
basically think of that idea.
I'm not saying playability. I'm saying like
just
aesthetically.
Yeah, if you took that guitar and then you were able to like get the bridge and nut and everything correctly, can you play that guitar upside down?
Yeah. Does it look cool still?
Yeah.
Does it look good, or does it look like shit?
Yeah. So
this is a bangers and bang 'em and or hang 'em.
Bang 'em then hang 'em.
No, hang 'em and then bang 'em.
God damn. All right, let's just scroll past that one.
Yeah. Fuck, that was
okay, there was a couple that I was thinking of like writing down to like just stomp on your bit. Flying V.
Boom.
Play it upside down.
Perfect. They're stomping on shit.
ES335.
Yeah.
Play that.
There you go. You're okay.
You're Kyling this.
Bring it back. I would say not symmetrical.
Yeah.
But I like your enthusiasm. I like your enthusiasm. Now let's focus on something that we can actually talk about.
Well, I was thinking like a V, but like not ambidextrous, but backwards.
Okay.
I would be a big nah for me.
Backwards? What do you mean?
Yeah, like the V.
Where it's up. Oh,
because the Gibson does that one where it's like reversed V.
It's like someone was so bored. They're like, yeah,
let's try this and see if people buy it.
Fuck yeah!
I'm pretty sure we're not going to go bankrupt in 2017 or 18 or whatever, and then people make videos and memes about us. Let's just do this.
Let's flip it at 180, and you know what? Next year we'll do a flip at 90 degrees, so it's at like a right angle.
Hey, and I got my Andrew Dice Clay all of a sudden. Yeah. What about Jack B. Nimble?
I think I'm thinking of the dude who was in a leather jacket, the Gibson guy.
Yeah, he looks like
hey, so what you want to do?
Doesn't sound like that.
No,
at
he
all.
Doesn't.
But he's
just
like
a leather jacket.
He looks like
him.
Dice Clay kind of guy.
Or he's just like
he lights a cigarette and puts it backwards
around his head.
Hickory dickory dock. Oh, you should buy Gibson or suck my cuck.
Buy authentic or suck my cock.
Yeah, there you go. This is a dumb episode,
man. Okay, so you're running with the V.
Yeah, I would say
the
okay.
Inverted V.
How about you lead it off? I was just like kind of doing shit jokes.
I've seen people do the Strat, like
upside down.
Yeah, like the upside down Strat.
Yeah, Hendrix for sure.
Hendrix, yes. Okay, maybe that's the super obvious one.
All right. I guess I'm just
and we're talking about bodies. We're not talking about headstocks.
Yeah.
What about? And I don't think I've ever seen it, but the RD, was it the Gibson RD series? RD Artist.
Yeah, no, this would totally work.
Those would totally be. So I think offset guitars.
Offset. I wrote down Jazz Master, but that would look sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of ones that would look shitty. Honestly,
definitely, I would say Telecaster would be really shitty looking because it's like made to sit how it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen. I think this is what started it. I saw like a left-handed Telecaster online on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, oh, dude, it's left-handed, but you could. I'm like, oh. I just stopped myself like
you can't flip that upside down
because it was like kind of a good deal. I was like, oh shit, they're like left hand. I'm like, ooh, that would look like where you're gonna put you're gonna put the
dog shit,
fucking dog shit. You're gonna put the I can't even think of it, the strap button on the horn or the wing or whatever.
That's funny. I'm like, we need to start doing video podcasts because I look at Kyle's hands and he's trying to like mimic what he's saying. I'm like, what are you doing?
This and that, and then you're mangled. I'm like mangling my fingers,
and I'm like, he's like doing the hand motions. I'm like, dude, I'm getting torqued up.
Jesus. So, the strap button, it would look like shit.
Yeah, totally. You couldn't do it.
You could play it, but you would look like an idiot.
I think this is to go off of that. I think it's the single cutaways.
Yeah,
do not work because I think a
Gibson. Yes,
Paul
there you go.
Would be atrocious.
An SG would be fine though.
Yeah, because they're double cutaway.
But they're slightly offset.
Yeah, when that's an offset. Still, like I was saying with Jazz Masters. No, they would be cool. I would be an offset, like a reverse Jazz Master. I'd be down. Reverse Firebirds.
Yeah, there you go. Firebird.
That's fucking fine. I didn't even think about it, but Reverse Explorer, probably good.
Maybe. Food for thought.
Reverse PRS. They all look like shit, so yeah. Just
the seagulls don't give a shit which way they're sitting.
Yeah, they're flying south or north. It doesn't matter. They're good.
God, that's we should talk about shitty inlays.
We've already done it.
Damn it. We should talk about it again.
Let's fucking bring it back for seconds.
Let's see. Basses. I know there's some of those like they look like shit already, but they'd probably be fine. Like the Dingwall, like those. Is that the brand?
Well, that's the ones. I don't really know if their bodies stand out as much as their necks and like hardware.
Yeah.
And their pickups.
Yeah.
They do like kind of angled pickups. They do like sometimes they'll have like 3 like kind of almost humbuckers in a row or 4 humbuckers in a row that are slanted because the neck is multi-scale.
Oh, are they fan frets?
I guess, yeah. Fan frets, multi-scale.
Yeah.
Geez, I thought that was the same thing.
Well, if it's fan fret, you can't play it the other way. I mean, you could.
Oh, yeah, you could.
But it would be really hard.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the body shape, I guess. But I was thinking you would be playing.
Yeah,
your hand would be at like the wrong angle.
That's totally
yeah, fucking carpal tunnel.
Yeah, you couldn't play, a Strandberg. You couldn't play upside down.
Oh,
I guess I'm more thinking of upside down.
Yeah, Strandberg, because the way they have it sitting is it like let's see without a strap, you'd be like your knee pocket is like really weird.
I've played those. They're pretty
comfortable.
It's
just like weird to not see a headstock.
Really weird, and
it's so minimalistic.
I don't even ever notice the neck, the ergonomic kind of deal,
the V shape,
or no, it's a more like trapezoid kind of deal.
Oh.
It's kind of weird. Super cool. Like it's cool. I've played them. They're at Guitar Centers. I'm like, I'm gonna try them again at NAMM. But either way, let's see.
You got another one?
Not really, no. I was trying to think of like really just the double cutaways are like because a lot of them they're groovy.
Yeah,
and they're pretty cool looking upside down.
I think even was it Dunnable? Some of those look fine, but I guess those are based off the RDs.
Yeah, but
I guess that was it.
Yeah, it was a little quick one, but that was a cool Kyle thought.
Welcome to my mind.
And stepping in my layer, baby.
When I'm not thinking of synthwave beats, I'm thinking of stupid topics.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wow, wow, wow. That's not at
You're
all.
talking to a client, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
And you're like,
that's all I hear. Yeah.
And you're just like blinking.
I think they're finishing up now. Yes.
You got it. They're just
right back at you, buddy.
They're just teeing off on you. And you're like, you got it, man. You tell them. God damn.
I was just telling you to get your shit and get out of here.
You got it.
You got it, buddy.
Oh, totally.
That's what I was thinking.
You said it best there.
Sources point to no. you're like a magic
in
8
your
ball.
head. It's just a magic 8 ball to whatever your response is. All right,
not likely. Not bloody likely.
Not bloody. Let's get out of here.
All right,
we're getting too silly. We're having fun. It's a new year. 2020 is gonna be kick ass. 2019 was fucking bitching. And yeah, let's
get the fudge out of here.
Yeah, the one time you censored yourself. All right.
The kiddies could be listening.
All right. So, God, this is the precedent you're setting. I guess to start the year off.
These fucking White Claws, dude. What do you expect?
With shit jokes? Is that what you're trying to do here?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to the Tone Jerks podcast. And if you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. At the Tone Jerks on Instagram, we're posting cool shit on the reg. And then we're on Facebook. We have a page, but we also have a group. Search the Tone Jerks and you will find it. We are also on YouTube. So we're posting, the podcast there if you choose to listen to it that way. I think we'll eventually try and get into doing a video podcast, which could be kind of cool, or at least clips from the show there. And then also the demos and stuff like that. So, man, I'm running on here, but one more thing. If you really like the show, you can help support it on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week.
Extra episode, dude.
Get those extra eppies, baby. And man, I looked the other day. We have 107 bonus episodes. Anyway, just as a little thank you for the Patreon support, we or Kyle, he's going to read I'm not going to read them. Kyle's going to read them. Yeah. He's going to make sure to read all of them.
You do a shitty job. Shut the fuck up.
He's going to make sure to read all of them. Kyle's got a list of names. He's going to give it to me.
Bye. Andrew Walsh, Adam Rohr, Doug King, Doug Gann, and Doug Christ.
He's making sure he does read them all. He's got his finger on the names.
Don't make me lose my concentration here.
I'll fucking beat your ass. Let me fucking beat your ass on the mic.
There's a monster living here.
There's a fucking monster in this garage. The monster garage. Jesse James or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just you just beating my ass.
I'm trying to think of the theme to that song or that. Anyways, Abe Newman.
Just the mics are on and all you just hear just sounds like you're punching a steak. Just and I'm just like,
squishy steak.
Ew.
Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Aaron Taylor, Nicholas Ogburn, Nicholas Payson, Colin Smith, Jason Fuzzmonger, Joe from Like My Pedals, Will and RJ from the Just Surprise Me podcast. Mm-hmm. We have Ramyorn, Jamie Davis, Jim Bowers, Johnny Ray, Steve Mike, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from E. Quits Guitars, Co Schneider from the Flippin' Flippers podcast, Brett Alexander, Alvaro Viramontes, Digger from Fatfoot Effects, Brian from Nutter Guitars, Leon from Pelican Noiseworks, Clark, Griswold. God damn, I can't. I'll get it next time.
You can't read your own handwriting?
No, it's just funny. Clark Griswold.
It's every time you're like.
Every time. I just pictured Chevy Chase.
Oh, he's like kissing
Okay, Rusty.
the sandwich or whatever. The dog pissed on these.
Sean Fahey, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, and we got a new one.
Oh! What the hell was that?
It's, I had a...
Something on my lip.
You know, bitch.
Fuck.
We have Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects.
All right.
Man,
Sick.
we're stoked.
Yeah, damn.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All of the Patreon support. Thank you for listening to this. We're running along. We're having fun. Let's get out of here. We'll see you next week.
Bye.